Sanjay Jalona of L&T Infotech also joining us this morning. Sanjay, a very strong quarter already, clocking in growth in the early teens on a 9-month basis. Is this growth that's going to continue to the next fiscal?
We'll give you the next fiscal numbers as we get into our next quarter number. But where we stand today, H1 for FY20 was a little tepid for us, and we said the H2 is going to be stronger, and this is what we were talking about. And this growth has come basically from a very broad-based growth across all verticals. It's come from our largest accounts turning ship from decelerations, as we had called out. From Q3 onwards, we'll see acceleration, and all the large deals that we have announced in the past, they're on track ramp up. Now, we also announced 2 large deals this time around with net new TCV of $75 million plus. They will, in the next subsequent quarters, also ramp up. So as far as the next few quarters go, yes, we will continue to grow. We will continue to ramp up. We're seeing going good, acceptance of our powering the breakthrough enterprises philosophy and our go-to-market theme that we are seeing in the marketplace. But specific to next fiscal and what we see in times to come, we will articulate in the next quarter.
Okay, so give us some color on the deal pipeline. You won 2 large deals with TCV of $75 million. Could this run rate be sustained, or do you expect a substantial jump? And also how the digital pipeline is looking?
I think, pipeline overall is looking healthier compared to what, at the same time that we were in the last year. I've been probably upwards of 25% ramp up in the total pipeline. And this is a pipeline of large deals and the total TCV as well. We are seeing a good mix of pipeline for digital as well. The 2 deals that we won, they have a significant portion of digital portion of business in these 2 deals as well. So yeah, we're excited about the overall pipeline.
Okay, wanted to understand, your margins, they've expanded by a good 70 bips, partially because of the cross-currency movement. Do you expect further expansion going forward too? And if so, what are the levers available to you?
I think margins have actually increased based on operational efficiencies that have been driven in. Be it automation that we drove in, be it increasing the utilization, moving things offshore, and so on and so forth. And a lot of effort has actually gone into to do exactly that, and 70 basis points is what is there. As we, when you look at margins for the entire year, you please look at the only guidance that we give into the market. We request you guys to look at us as a growth company, and we will keep the operating the PAT percentage for the company on the yearly basis between the 14 to 15% band. Look at us as a growth company with a very stable margin.
Okay. And what's your outlook on the BFSI vertical?
Yeah, BFS, if you look at us, we struggled in the Q1 and Q2. We didn't have the growth that we have had for the last many years on BFS. Typically because we called out very clearly that our largest account actually was re-vectoring their spend pattern. We had never lost any business to anyone else. It's just that they were redoing and rethinking on their spend, which has actually come in very, very strongly in Q3 ramp up that you're seeing for us of 11% on BFS, driven by the large account as well. So in times to come, we have what we believe is a healthy pipeline. But for the next fiscal, we'll come back next quarter and give you more specific, how the next year is looking for every particular vertical.
Could you give us some clarity on the status of the Department of Homeland Security raids in early December in the US? It's an unusual occurrence in the IT services industry.
We are totally committed to being the most ethical and compliant organization. and we are cooperating with the authorities. These are legal matters, and sometimes they take a long time to come to any conclusions. But all I can say is we are very compliant, we are very ethical, and we are cooperating with the authorities on that at this point of time.
Okay, and are you looking at any areas of collaboration, if any, with Mindtree?
Two individual separate companies, and if an opportunity comes whereby we have service lines and capabilities which Mindtree does not have, these collaborations will happen. But we don't get up in the morning and say, yeah, today we are going to do a deal with Microsoft, with Mindtree, or any other part of the company. These are two individual companies, and we do have our own plans and strategies to grow.
Okay, good to have you on the show. Thanks much for highlighting how the quarter gone by has been for you and what we're likely to see going forward as well.